The college football experience, Tulane Green Wave 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com with our promo code TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Mike Leach, head football coach at Mississippi State, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. Tulane Green Wave 2025 season preview episode. And
I think tide turning, as I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of it's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words?
a tide, a wave, whatever. YouTube.com/the college experience. We are T minus. Well, once we get done with the next batch of previews, we're basically under 40. We're under 40 episodes left, with about 20 days or 18 days or something. Don't worry, 3 days. 3 days are happening.
We'll champion 100, baby.
Yeah, there we go. We're at the Chamberlain mark right now. Moneyline Mac. I'm sorry. Wait, what am I doing? I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't introduced ourselves yet. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
Love me some Green Wave football. They were once in the SEC. Might have been a bad idea to leave. But I understand you wanted to be in East Carolina's conference one day, and it probably was a smart move in that regard. They had an undefeated season in 1900. An undefeated season in 1925. 1929. 10-1 season in 34. 9-1 season in 48. Obviously they're natty in 98 with Tommy Bowden. Hey, there's been some fire years in this program. And by the way, if you need some official certification on that being a national championship so you can hang that banner in 98, I watched all your games and I am ready to put SGPN on the line for claiming Tulane national champs of 98. So just FYI, I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the college basketball experience, and with myself. And when the season goes live in basketball, we are live every night of the season, covering every single game. Big year for Ron Hunter and company. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, at South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and at West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Monelon Mac. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Yes, Tulane. This program is on quite a run over these last 3 years. The Green Wave, baby. Coach Summerall.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah, I mean, well, I had always wondered, after 98, I mean, I did watch almost every game in 98. For some reason, back then we had a DirecTV, and if you got like the Fox Sports packages, you would get a lot of Tulane games on the Fox Sports CUSA deal back then. So I caught majority of those. And And yeah, look, I was dumbfounded after that when I was like, man, they can't seem to get it going. It doesn't make any sense. You are in New Orleans. I know academics are a thing there, but they got it going, man. At one point, actually, I read an article years ago where they were actually considering, or the article was stating that they should get rid of the football program.
Oh God.
Unbelievable. I mean, that much rich history. And look, their enrollment's only like 8,500 people, which to me is proof that a school like George Mason, which has 40,000 students, unbelievable. Start your fucking football program. All these other schools are pathetic. Anything 10 or above should have a football program in my mind. Anything 10 or above should. I mean, I can understand the argument if you have only 2, 4, 6, something like that. But I mean, everyone should really. It's the greatest sport in the world. Let's go. But yeah, where you at with Coach Summerall? Because if you look at it, let's start the slideshow. YouTube.com/The College Experience. By the way, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Tulane has some of the best fucking uniforms and logos in the history of sport.
No doubt.
Oh man, those things are fire. John Summerall. 32-9 as a head coach. The biggest fear for Tulane Green Wave fans?
Kentucky.
He's a Kentucky grad, played linebacker for him. And when you're 32-9 and Mark Stoops is looking at retirement property, it's terrifying, I'm sure. He was 12-2 in 2022 at Troy, 11-2 in 2023 at Troy, and then 9-5 last year. Where are you at with Coach?
I mean, I love Summerall. He's on quite a run. This program's on a run. He's on a great run because he was 23-4 in 2 years at Troy, and then he comes over, wins 9 games last year, goes to the AAC title game. I don't want to say he's going to be the next Kentucky coach, but I would probably wager he's going to be the next Kentucky coach. I mean, you kind of look at Kentucky's downfall since he left there when he was DC for Stoops. It kind of is a matter of when and not if he's going to be the next Kentucky head coach. But I love him. I think he's done a great job in 3 years at Troy and Tulane.
Yeah, which then would put Tulane in a little bit of jam of finding. I mean, they're still out there. There's some great coaches out there, so they could figure it out. But yeah, let's talk about this offense because Joe Craddock is back at the OC spot. He followed him over from Troy, 16th in scoring offense a season ago. 89th in pass offense, 25th in rush offense, starting at the 52nd best offense. Are you surprised at those numbers? You know, just I kind of thought their passing would be better. Then I thought Mensah missed a game or two, didn't he?
He was banged up, but yeah, I mean, I thought that they were better just because I think of what Willie Fritz was too, and Summerall coming in. Usually his teams are good offensively, so. But Craddock, I like the fit. I mean, he's been with Summerall for both years at Troy and at Tulane. So this will be year 4 with this marriage here with Craddock at the OC for Summerall.
Yeah. And let's talk about this offense because just 2 returning starters. Now they are both on the O-line, Derek Graham and Shadre Hurst. Shout out to Andrew in the chat, by the way. Yeah, I mean, this is where it's tricky, man, because you look, they went out and they went heavy in the portal.
Well, look at that first name.
Yeah, well, he wasn't technically a transfer. He's someone that just enrolled. This is a new thing, by the way. I'm serious. You go to 24/7 Sports, you won't see Retzlaff because he never entered the portal. He just went and enrolled. This makes it so interesting moving forward with players that want to leave school and go to another school.
Yeah.
Appreciate the $2, Andrew. Ryan, appreciate the $20, man. YouTube.com/The College Experience. So Jake Retzlaff, his problem is he got ass, and that was illegal in Provo. Don't worry, he's in New Orleans where
there's plenty of it.
I was about to say we might actually have a problem. This might be a good spot to fade.
The only thing on my mind, Gene, was pussy.
We might have some real problem. The more I think about it, is he going to get the starting gig? Because we might have to lock the under. As someone that's been to New Orleans many times, I
Yeah.
don't know that that's the smartest idea for a guy. I don't know. I'm just saying that. Look, it's a slippery spot there. And I can't find any of my sound drops. So let's just say, be on the lookout. Somebody make sure he's home by 8, because that's going to be a real problem.
Take the over on his curfew time. Having a good time on Bourbon Street.
We might have a bit of a problem going on there. But they also brought in young Brendan Sullivan from Iowa / Northwestern prior to that. And Donovan Leary from the Illini of Illinois. Okay. Yeah. I mean, what's that, Jake? Jake Retzlaff? He's calling in right now. Just a quick statement, sir. Welcome to New Orleans. How's it been treating you?
Yeah, motherfucker, I eat everything. I eat the pussy, I eat the butt, I eat every motherfucking thing. Yeah, right?
Okay. Yeah. I think we should fade Tulane this year, especially if he gets the starting quarterback spot. Caden Simonza is also transferring in from Ball State. Running backs: Maurice Turner from Louisville. I like that get. Zuberi Mobley from FAU coming in there. Jimmy Callaway, a wideout from Louisville. I think he was at Tennessee before that. Trey Shackelford, no relation to Charles, from Washington State. One of my favorite Charles Barkley jokes is when he was on the Philadelphia 76ers. He said, I asked general management to, or I asked management to get me Shaq. Right? I said, get me Shaq. We'll win a championship. They got me Charles Shackelford. Anthony Brown Stevens comes in from Kentucky. Omari Hayes from FAU. Couple guys from FAU coming in there. On the O line and tight end spots, they loaded up too. Former West Virginia Mountaineer Johnny Pascuzzi comes in. Justin Reed from Southern Miss and LaRon Husbands. Great name, from Maryland coming in. Those are tight ends. On the O line, Jordan Hall from the Flaming Libs of Liberty. Offensive lineman John Bach from the Airport FIU. Got tired of Pitbull's music being played 24/7. He said, I'm out of here. Offensive lineman Matt Hodnett coming in from TCU, and then Robbie Pizzolato from Nichols coming in, as well as punter Alec Clark from Southern Miss.
Yep.
All right. I'm expecting quite a bit of regression here, man. I think they'll still be like a top 75 offense, but more towards the 75 than the 50. How about you?
Yeah, they just lost so much altogether. I mean, they lost a 1,500-yard rusher as well. I mean, I like Retzlaff, but I mean, how up to speed is Retzlaff going to be? And this quarterback room is pretty crowded as well. They do have the 2 starters back on the O-line, but I think this offense will be a little bit of a work in progress early on. I think they could hit their stride late in the year, though.
Yeah. I mean, the schedule is actually pretty hard too this year. I know we're going to talk about that in a little bit, but the schedule is a little bit tricky too as well. Let's talk about the defense, because John Summerall's a defensive guy. All right. The defense last season for Greg Gasparotto and John Summerall, 24th in the nation scoring defense, 15th in pass defense, 60th in rush defense, charting at the 24th best defense in the country. That is great fucking work. In year one, changing scheme and it's somewhat there. That is very impressive. The bad news, just 3 starters back. Cameron Hamilton at the DN spot, Sam Howard at the linebacker spot, and strong safety Bailey Despani is back at the strong safety spot. They hit the portal heavy. This is like a portal team this year, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving pieces here.
Yeah, Mo Westmoreland coming in from UTEP, the Miners, Tink, and Jordan Norman from South Alabama, who's on the schedule. Those are 2 ends on the D line. Derek Shepard from UAB, Narni from the Flaming Libs of Liberty, Malcolm Calpine. Calpine. I'm trying to. How do you do the MC there?
Close enough.
Calpine. Trevor McAlpine from Texas Tech coming in. Santana Hopper, no relation to Dennis, coming in from App State. Linebacker this guy's a fucking greatest player in college football. Dallas Winter Johnson from Missouri State coming in.
Love it. Love the name.
I got myself, now that General Booty's out of college football, I've been searching for my favorite player. Dallas Winter Johnson from Missouri State coming in at the linebacker spot. Let's go. Cheers, brother. In the secondary, Isaiah Wadsworth from Wofford coming in there. Not sure if he was related to Andre. Wouldn't that be quite a story? LJ Green, cornerback from Troy. Izzy Amoni, Mummy from Alabama. No, I'm sorry, that's not Alabama. That's Albany. Big difference. Safety Tavares Smith from East Central. Safety Dorian Jackson from Troy. So they're loading the fuck up in the portal. A couple Troy guys, which obviously he was at Troy about 16 months ago. I mean, there's no way, man. Regression. How about you?
I've been impressed with Gasparotto. I thought he was good at Troy. The 1 year he was with Summerall there, and then last year I thought coming in really got that defense going. They had a lot of portal guys last year, but I think I will side with a little bit of regression here, just with all these moving pieces. I like some of the ads that they got via the portal on the defensive line, but I got to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a tall order. There's so many moving pieces here. So, I think they'll still be a good football team, but it's asking a lot to be able to be at that same level they were a year ago with this many pieces, especially when you consider like those guys went. Darian Mensah is now at Duke. Ty Thompson, I believe, graduated. Mekhi Hughes, where did he go? Oregon.
Yeah.
Shady Clayton Johnson to North Texas. Mario Williams, I think, graduated. I mean, they just lost a ton of production. That's just on the offense that I was naming. So yeah, I think it's rough seas a little bit for this Green Wave. Look, we're gonna talk about the schedule, state of the program, and all that stuff. So we're looking forward to breaking that down. But before we do that, I want to let you know that the college football experience, Tulane Green Wave style, is brought to you by us. Yes, we're part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and the Sports Gambling Podcast is doing another pack break with DAPS Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific. Get your team now. These will sell out, folks. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break and use the promo code SGPN for 10% off. Once again, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. Yes, MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport. All those summer sports. I'm betting the hell out of all of them. I mean, everything really. Anything you could find. I wake up weird hours. I have a 1-year-old son, so I mean, I'm always betting MLB and CFL. But like, I did bet on a dildo color twice. I mean, I am 0-2 on dildo colors in the WNBA world. Golf. I don't know. I don't really dabble too much in golf, but it's available. I've done, racing, tennis, all of that this summer. I do marble races. I'm like that dude that would be betting. Remember, like one of those Rambos in the beginning of the Rambo. He's like, they're doing like, I feel like I'm gonna be wrong where I say the country's from. I don't, somewhere in Asia, and they have like cobra. It's almost like cockfighting, but with cobras, right? And there's just two snakes going at it. I would bet the hell out of that if they put that thing on one of these fine places like mybookie.ag. We need more opportunity to bet on other stuff, but at mybookie.ag, they kind of give you everything you can get.
Diverse.
Yes. So jump in on the action. Of course, they got college football futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag, and when you do, use the promo code TCESGPN. That's our promo code. It's going to give you 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, Rhythm's power trends are now called smart signals. All right. Rhythm continues to crush it with these smart signals. These are AI detected patterns where Rhythm's model has consistently won and has a very high ROI. Think like a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and win probability hit a certain range. Smart signals are updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm and Rhythm only. No touts, no noise, just clean data back bets, baby. MLB smart signals crushing it. Mike Trout, Giancarlo Stanton are combined 14-0 on smart signals, recommending their unders. They know when these bastards aren't going to be able to hit the ball. All right. WNBA smart signals 97-65 in July with a 15.64% ROI. Whew. What are you doing, folks? They are cooking. Download the Rhythm app, check out smart signals, and start betting smarter. You know damn well we will be. Get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. Shout out to the chat talking about betting on New Zealand basketball games. I mean, how about that? Tony Bennett used to coach in that league, I believe, back in the day. So the chat's also asking why Tulane left the SEC. I believe it was shit. Like I thought they wanted to. I want to say they wanted to focus more on academics, something like that. And they thought that would give them a better opportunity to be independent. I think so. I think something like that. But anyway, they, cause that's what the article I read in probably the early 2000s or mid 2000s, maybe 2010 ish was like, yeah, they should get rid of the football program. And I of course I was, steam was coming out of my fucking head. I was like, who wrote this article? I'll find his fucking address right now. Right.
Prick.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the best part about it is Tulane, Mac is spending more money than most of the G5. Mm-hmm. Like even though their enrollment's not as big as some of these schools. Yeah. They got some guys with some cash, and that's what I love, man. Is like they've kind of had a renaissance at that. They got out of that filthy, stinking Superdome, and they got their own stadium. We should talk about that. Let's jump. That's part of state of the program because they have a stadium called Yulman Stadium that is 11 years young, and I like the stadium a lot, man. And I think they even built this so where you can add on in the future. With all this money behind it, I think that's probable, if you ask me. So they used to have Tulane Stadium. You might recall. What Super Bowl was it? Maybe Dolphins Vikings, if I had to guess, or was that right? The Rice Stadium. I don't know. They hosted a Super Bowl at their old stadium. Right now, their stadium's been going since the 70s because the Superdome came. Unfortunately, the Saints actually played at Tulane Stadium with Billy Kilmer and Archie Manning and shit back in the day. Look at this fire stadium though, man. Look at that shot. Love the end zones. There's just something cool about it. And with a school with just 8,000 people, I understand why you're not making it like gigantic thus far. The winning, I think you continue to win. There's already been talks that eventually they could be an ACC or a Big 12 team. Who knows how serious to take that, but if they get that, it's in New Orleans. It's in downtown New Orleans. New Orleans is one of my favorite cities in the country. So this is just a win-win. You go there, honey, let's take the kids to go to New Orleans. Or maybe don't bring the kids. Honey, let's go to New Orleans. Get some oysters, get shit hammered.
Leave the kids when you go to New Orleans. Yeah.
Oh, you have a headache? Don't worry about it. You know what? Stay inside and sleep. I'm going to go catch a Green Wave game. Perfect opportunity for that. That stadium's fire, and I like the fact that they can expand on that thing. I believe it's in a similar spot as the other one too. I've actually never been to a game, but I've been right to the stadium. Love the checkered end zones when they do that. Mac, what are you giving this thing?
Yeah, I think I'll go 8. I'm with you. 30,000. It's got character, man. It fits New Orleans. I love the checkers. I love character, uniqueness in college football. Them in Tennessee, I think. Who else has a check?
Fresno does.
Fresno, yeah. So yeah, and look at that roll wave, baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've thrown money into the program. South Dakota State has one in the FCS as well. I'm trying to draw a blank.
DB Cooper says it was Vikings Chiefs Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'll show a photo of it in a second. That's a nice new stadium they got though, man. And look, one of the things I love, Mac, back to our conversation the other day with FIU not being the Sun Blazers because they're fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this logo. This is every bit of leaning into an awesome, ridiculous logo.
The Green Wave.
It's the same as like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers creamsicles. They get it, man, and they lean into it because they're smart. They're smart people at that university, right? They didn't cancel the football program when these piles of shit wanted to, right? And then they brought back that logo from before. I think that was their logo in their 40s, right? Their uniforms are always. I agree. Tech Man Clan Killer 187. Their uniforms have always been fucking amazing.
They need like a wave on like the bottom of the field, like they do at the basketball court. Yeah, add some more characters to it.
What if they did a real like a tidal wave, like when you go to the amusement parks that have like
yeah.
What about an actual real wave somewhere on the sidelines?
In the corner of the end zone. Let's go. They need to get one of those pools there.
I mean, the Jags in the NFL have like a hot tub, right?
Yeah.
They have like a hot tub in the end zone. Everything about them is awesome. New Orleans is a great. Look at that that is fire too, man. That's what I'm saying. They lean into it. They get it.
Yeah.
That logo on top of the scoreboard is awesome. YouTube.com/The College Experience. They get it, dude. And I love them for it. And they, of course, they stormed the field. You're in fucking New Orleans, Louisiana. There ain't a sober person on that field right now. Right.
When did they storm?
Probably that Houston game.
Oh, the Hail Mary game.
Yeah, the Houston game. I would assume that's my assumption. I don't know that. I just found the photo. I didn't really do a deep dive on it. But that would be my assumption, was that crazy Houston game on a Thursday night. Everything they can do no wrong, really. Like the fact they got an outdoor stadium, got out of the Superdome. Look at this is what it used to be, by the way. That's the place they played the Super Bowl. My only thing would be I wish they would have preserved that, but that was a decision made so long ago that I can't even. It was like 1973 or something when that decision was made. But as you can see, they finally got a stadium back on campus again, and it's a beautiful stadium if you go. Look, that's what the old one looks amazing too. But that one's probably too big. When you only have an 8,000 enrollment, that makes it super challenging if you're hosting a Super Bowl. Even with it being Super Bowl 4. What you gave it an 8 as well?
Yeah, it's a good stadium, man.
It is a good stadium, man.
AAC champions Willie Fritz last year.
Hell yeah, man. Everything about
USC.
Oh, that was classic, man. Yeah. So state of the program, I'm giving it an 8 as well. I think there's potential to get to 10, and I think there's potential to get to 10, very easily, actually. But I'm going to give it an 8. What are you giving the state of the program?
I'll give it a 9. I mean, it's 3 straight double-digit win seasons now. It's coach proof. They Willie Fritz got it going, and then Summerall came in and kept it going. So I'll give it a 9, man. This is a top-tier AAC program that should and belongs at the Power 4.
I was talking to someone the other day that told me off the record that someone he knows. I'm drawing a blank, but maybe it was when I was at Media Days. Someone that covers, they said, man, they've been down there checking out Houston. They're like, Willie Fritz is the best coach in America, they think.
He's good.
I've made a lot of money on Willie Fritz. Now I know I'm not trying to break your heart, Tulane fans, but don't worry.
Hey, he got the program going in the right direction. He left for Houston. Well, you can't.
I was all over that shit when they hired him. I was like, they finally, because they were fucking around before, like Bob Toledo and Curtis Johnson and stuff.
Yeah.
They had Joe Montana's son one year. I remember that.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tulane 8, state of the program. Let's go. Let's get it going. Let's talk about this schedule, because this thing is a challenging schedule, man. I actually came into this thinking like, yeah, I think they're going to get the AAC championship if I had to bet. But man, you look at the schedule, starts off with the Northwestern Wildcats in a series that goes back 100 years. Northwestern basically hired the coordinators from South Dakota State and North Dakota State, if memory serves me correct. They brought in Preston Stone, a 5-star quarterback, which makes that game fucking interesting. What is that line? 6.5. Tulane's laying 6.5.
It's been coming down, and you know what? I took Tulane on the Northwestern preview. I usually Benedict for the team we're doing the episode on. I'm going to Benedict the other way. Give me Northwestern. I think with whether it's going to be Retzlaff, I think there's just a lot of question marks on Tulane early in the season, and I think Northwestern's got more coming back. And then I like Stone, so I'll go Northwestern gets a big win here and a big year for Braun to start the year.
I'm gonna take Tulane to win, but this thing is gonna be. I'm taking the points in Northwestern. This is like a 33-30 type of game. I don't feel very good about it. I do. I'm kind of with you of like, man, this could be a very sneaky game for them. Yeah. Week 2, they're heading to Mobile to take on South Alabama. Now, here's the good news. The good news is, had you told me about this game in January, I would have said, man, South Alabama is going to beat them. But have you driven a Gio Lopez lately? Transferred to North Carolina. He's starting for Chapel Bill now, and of course, the guy from Throbbing Hood, Fluff Bothwell, is now at the running back. The star running back is now at Mississippi State. Zach Perron coming in at the quarterback spot, the Georgia Tech transfer. Major Applewhite had that offense scoring last year, man. I'll take Tulane, but man, this is a game. I think Tulane's a little more talented, but the fact it's at Hancock Whitney makes it a little bit tricky. But give me Tulane to be 2-0. How about you?
I got Tulane bouncing back here. They handled them down in New Orleans last year. I think they're a little more talented, and I got them losing that first game, so I'll have them on a bounce back on the road. But like you said, man, this is – and we're going to talk about the next 2 games here in a minute. This is a tough first month for the Green Wave.
Yeah. Whew, man. And the whole really – Week 3, the Duke Blue Devils and your starting quarterback from last year, Daniel Mensah. Daniel Mensah. Who's Nathan Mensah?
I don't know who Nathan Mensah is.
Is that the San Diego State big man? I think it is.
Maybe. I forget his name.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the big man on San Diego State?
It's Darian Mensah.
Who did I say?
Didn't you say
Daniel?
Yeah, I think you said Daniel.
I interviewed the guy like a week ago. I can't even. Nathan Mensah is the big man from San Diego State. I'm fairly certain.
Who's Daniel?
I got no idea who the fuck Daniel Mensah is. Someone like, do a search.
It's like who was the coach I called the other night? I was like, Cradle over at Toledo. You're like Candle. I go, same thing. Starts with the same amount of letters.
I guarantee you we're gonna get a 1-star on that. But man, let me tell you something, folks. When you're doing this much content and like having a 1-year-old child where like sleep is not really consistent, I find myself going crazy.
You can tell his tendencies out on the football field.
No, he's a fucking baller. He's out of San Luis Obispo, California. I followed the kid even in high school. I knew of his game, but I'm telling you, man, I'm starting to slip. I feel like a little bit, man. The other day, my wife told me to grab some shit from the grocery store. She like told me like 5 things. I live like 3 minutes from the grocery store. I showed up there. I couldn't remember any of them. I was like, what the fuck did she tell me to get, man? Right?
That's
I was like,
college hoop season over. Well, 5 o'clock. I'm like, what happened again,
dude? I look like an 80-year-old person who has like dementia that broke out of the fucking institution. I was like sitting there on the produce, like looking around. Like people are like, "Can I help you?" And I'm just like, "No." But what the fuck did I come to get? And of course, I didn't bring my cell phone because it was just like, "Hey, let me just go right up the road."
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I got that cloud brain. Duke, Tulane. I'm taking Duke. If you listen to my Duke preview, I'm very bullish on Duke. I love their defense. Wesley Williams, a beast on the D line. They have, like, in my opinion, 3 or 4 guys that I think will be playing in the NFL on their defense. I shit you not. The Duke Blue Devils, very good defense. And then you add the right Mensah, Nathan. I'm sorry, Darian Mensah. My apologies, Darian. Great kid too, man. I just talked to the guy. Tulane fans don't like him though. So this maybe I was doing this on purpose.
Yeah, they're like,
maybe I was doing this on purpose. This fucking Mensah kid, one year in town. We take a shot on him out of high school, and he bounces to the damn Blue Devils. Yeah, 2-1. What are you doing here?
I think Summerall and Gasparotto are going to have a game plan. They know Mensah, his tendencies. This is a primetime game in New Orleans. Give me the home dog. Give me the Green Wave. So we get to 2-1 different paths here. That's a great week 3 game.
All 3 of those games are fire, by the way. I mean, Northwestern is even fire to me, but week 4, does it get easier? No. You're going to Joey Freshwater. They don't even call him that anymore. He's the portal king. Lane Kiffin. Man, going to the vault to take on Ole Miss. This is a loss. So I got him 2-2.
Yeah, I have this as a loss as well. 2-2.
We'll have to bring that back. Hasty. See, I'm fucking it all up.
Hey, could they go 0-4 to start the year?
It's certainly possible. Brutal. I don't think they will go 0-4. I think 1-3 is on the table though.
Yeah.
Go with the Tulsa. This is that strange road trip. You fucking fly into Oklahoma City, take a bus to Tulsa.
Coming off Ole Miss too.
I am very fond of the hire of Trey Lamb there at Tulsa. He was very good at Gardner Webb. And that's a hard place to win at, in my opinion. I'll take Tulane though. 3-2.
Same. Tulane 3-2. But this is another tricky game. This isn't a layup.
Yeah, I agree. Then you got a bye week. Look at Rich Rod.
Love it.
I love how I can pick out that stadium. That's the Liberty Bowl. I'm fairly certain that's the Liberty Bowl behind him.
Rich Rod pissed himself on the right side.
Well, that happens when you go undefeated. He's like, my offense. He's like, I went from Glenville State. I went down to Tulane. I just basically won a national championship. This thing worked the whole damn season. We went undefeated with Sean King and Tony Converse and all those guys. Who was the wideout that played for the Eagles? Todd Pinkston. See,
Rich Rod can't coach. Rich Rod can't coach though.
Yeah, that's a myth. That's a myth. I can remember Todd Pinkston, but I can't remember the fucking celery. All right, or the onion. Don't get the red onions. Get the gold ones. Right. They come out of the bye. Yeoman Stadium. Unfortunately, you guys play the East Carolina Pirates, and that is an opponent you don't want to play. Let me tell you this, Mac. We did the ECU preview, and I gave ECU a loss here. After doing my homework on Tulane and going more in depth, I think this is a lot more winnable than I realized. I'll still take Tulane. I'll stay consistent with that. But I think it's a lot more winnable than I thought it was.
I'm taking Tulane off the bye week at home. Thursday night. This could be lit. Yeah. What, 4-2 now?
Yeah. Actually, Anthony Easton's right. Todd Pinkston was for Southern Miss. Who the fuck is the wideout on that team I'm thinking of? Who played in the NFL? 98 Tulane team that went undefeated. They had a wideout that played in the NFL. You're right, though. Todd Pinkston is from Southern Miss. So I am wrong. Anyway, they come out of the Tulane game and dude, that's a tough back-to-back right there.
Did they draw all the top teams in the AAC?
I think except South Florida, right?
Navy.
Yeah. This is why I think ECU can get them. Revenge is on the mind. They're not going to be thinking about ECU. They're going to be thinking about Army, which was the Tulane, the AAC Championship game a year ago. I'm going to say this: they're going to go 1-1 on the stretch. So I'll give them a loss. On the Army preview, I said this was a loss for Army, but I didn't realize how empty these rosters were.
Yeah. I'll give them it just because they're at home down there. Revenge 5-2, but man, it's a tricky schedule.
Man. 5-2, and I got them at what?
4-3.
4-3, and then they get another bye week. Shout out to Matt Forte. Remember him at Tulane. Those uniforms are fire too, man. They always have fire uniforms. They come out of that one. Trip to the filthy Alamo Dome. I got them losing this.
I do too. I got UTSA. They're off a bye week as well at home. Yeah, give me UTSA.
So I got them what, 4-4?
Yeah, and look at their next game.
Yeah, back-to-back away, and you go to the Liberty Bowl to take on Memphis.
Friday night, 9:00.
Give me a win. They upset Memphis.
I was thinking I'm going to give them Memphis because they dropped the game at home last year. They get revenge here from last year. A road team wins. That gets me to what? 6-3?
And I'm 5-4. Then they get FAU. Make it 6-4.
7-3 for me. They should handle business here at home.
There you go. Before we get to the final two games, folks, I want to let you know that the Tulane Green Wave season preview episode is brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor. The world's greatest sports book, Circa Las Vegas, is hosting the biggest pro football contest. Yes, Circa Million, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You can't call yourself a true degen if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. Also, what are you doing? Come hang out with the SGPN crew at Circa Contest Weekend downtown Las Vegas, Nevada, August 21st to August 23rd at the Circa for an amazing weekend, including live shows from myself and Moneyline Mac. Yes, we will be doing the college football experience will be there doing live shows regarding all the week 0 games, in-depth analysis. What are you doing, folks? Jump on over there. There's live shows, open bars, plus 15% off your stay at Circa with the promo code SGP15. You're welcome. The contests are open for everyone too. Like sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use that promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long. Giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million of first place. There's no waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football, folks. So what are you doing? Jump on over to Underdog Fantasy. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back. Shout out to Anthony Eason. I'm thinking of Jojuan Dawson. That's who I'm thinking of. PJ Cook. I didn't even remember. I don't actually recall PJ Cook off the top of my head, but Dawson is who I was trying to think of. And I said Todd Pinkston, a Southern Miss guy. How dare me? Shout out to Eric Watson as well. I'm ignoring your other comment, Eric. So what do we got this at right now? You got it at
7-3. You got him 6-4.
And then they head to the link on what is this? November 20th?
Yeah.
There's a loss.
Yeah, I got Keeler pulling the upset here. They're going to be playing good ball by this point. This is a money line play. Temple upset.
Yep. And then they end the season with the Clits in Yeoman Stadium there. So I'll give them another win there. What does that put me at? 7?
7-5. I finished 8-4.
The win total is sitting at 8.5. They're plus 380 to win the AAC. They're plus 920 to make the college football playoff. I wanna break this down a little bit for you. I love Tulane. I hope I'm wrong here, but I don't like them getting Retzlaff this late. I think that actually makes the quarterback room a little bit taboo. And another thing is, I think this schedule is actually really challenging. In my opinion, those FAU, Temple, and Charlotte games, you are getting first-year coaches at the end of their year one.
And those are their easiest games.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this schedule is actually kind of brutal. Like, because I expect Tim Albin and Casey Keeler are proven fucking winners. I expect those games to be much more difficult late in the year than beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
FAU probably too with Kitley. I think it's just human nature. The more reps you get, the more, I don't know how good of a head coach you'll be. But this is a brutal schedule, man. Like, what's the ceiling here?
9-3.
So they open up what? I don't see how. I can't see them going better than 2-2 in the first four.
Maybe they could. I mean, they'll be favored in the first two games, and then Duke, they'll be a short dog. If they win all three of those and then lose at Ole Miss, that could be the path. But that's a tall task.
So I would say 2-2 there, and then maybe they get all the so 2-2, and then 5-2. Then they split there. Then 6-3. I think the best case scenario is 8-4 personally. Maybe 9-3.
They still do have a lot of talent, but like to your point, them drawing UTSA and Memphis back to back on the road. Those are two out of the top four.
They're gonna be dogs in both those games.
Yeah, and then Army and East Carolina, the two games before that, those aren't gimmies at all at home. I know they're at home, but like they'll be probably a touchdown favorite in both of those games. They're not going to be heavy favorites against Army or ECU.
Even the South Alabama game, the Northwestern game's tricky. Temple that late in the year at the link, there'd be 12 people there. It'd be like 4 degrees. I'm locking the under, man. I don't see it, man. I'm locking the under. There's too many new players. There's too many new players on this team, man. They got like fucking how many returning starters? Like 4, right?
Yeah, I'll join you. I can't see them getting the 9. That was the absolute ceiling, and that's them having to beat Duke, Army, ECU all at home, and Northwestern
and Memphis. You had them beating.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this then. Tulane fans, cover your ears. What's the floor? Because
6-6.
1-3. ECU, Army. Yeah, I'd say 5-7. Really, I think 5-7 is on the table. Especially if they don't have good quarterback play. I mean, who the fuck? Like Retzlaff coming in, I don't know about that move, man. I mean, like I understand.
I don't like that move. I'm not gonna lie. It was too late, and it kind of showed you they're not confident in their quarterback room.
And all the scattered ass in New Orleans. Yeah.
A lot of distractions.
I think they'll get to a bowl, but
he's a good coach. He is
a good coach, but I just feel like there's a lot of good coaches on the schedule. What does the guy say? What does that sound like? Fucking Chris Farley in Wayne's World. Hey, my girlfriend's in there. A lot of guys' girlfriends are in there. A lot of good coaches are on the schedule, though, man. There are.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good coaches on the schedule. Yeah, I'm on the under. I'm locking it up. Max locking it up. I hope I'm wrong because I love Tulane's program. But let's go. All right. Folks, we will be back in about 30 minutes with the Auburn Tigers season preview episode. Big season for Hugh Strip Club Freeze there. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. I put together a nice slideshow honoring the history of Tulane Green Wave football on the way out here. So enjoy it. This is the College Football Experience, Tulane Green Wave style. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
Mailbox 1. You have 7 messages.
1.
impossible to outrun. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks, largely cause leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallenged and bored stiff. So arrange the pieces to appear cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift.
I'm taking a piss right now. It's like
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Every time I close my eyes, I'm taken to the same place, a playing field, and every contestant's got the game face. Everybody's yelling, you ought to play it safe. Make sure them shoes are tied and ankles taped. Shake the cobweb, hit the ground running. This is how cunning I can get with the footwork. You're doing it right, well, it shouldn't hurt. Flirt with greatness, still I run the famous. Nice high heels, I got mics for spikes. Trampling the home team and the turf for life. For the few fleet of foot, too fast for me. I fear none, cause I run and ignore the pair of feet by the tree that are fast asleep. In love with the game, you adore the hair. I believe in achievement. My soul isn't rewarded just cause it's easy goal and moves toward it. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart. My body and soul are nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun. My body and soul are nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo. My body and soul are nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Conspiracy theories, gotta love them clearly. Nothing's more entertaining than entertaining a query. Just a word to the wise and the weary. Recognize the authors of reality and theory. Theoretically, I could have won Scribble Jam. In reality, I lost to a legend. Theoretically, I'm best friends with Uncle Sam. In reality, I've never even met him. Now one day my potential may become reputation. Until then, I'm still a work in progress. I suggest you question what I'm saying. If anything, to become familiar with the process. My agenda may suit your needs. When I say your Bill of Rights has been ripped to shreds, but if it defends what you believe, hold dear to your truths and scream fuck seeds. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart. My body and soul are nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun. My body and soul are nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo. My body and soul are nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but